Another underrated game in the group of five and in just in college football this weekend is UNLV versus Air Force. These are two teams competing for a Mountain West championship, and they're kind of headed in different directions. UNLV feels like they have gained a ton of momentum over the past 5 games. Air Force is coming off 2 straight losses that are both very disappointing. And now you're looking at two teams that, like I said, competing for a Mountain West championship, and this game has huge implications on how that turns out. For UNLV, there's a number of guys that you can pay attention to, but the two biggest ones to me, Jaden Maeva and Ricky White. Ricky White has been someone on, if you're paying attention to the group of five, he's been on the radar for a while now. He's been an explosive playmaker for UNLV. They just haven't had a quarterback to get him the ball consistently. Now that they figured that out, he has been one of the best wide receivers in the group of five and in the Mountain West. He's been so fun to watch, so explosive, and Miami has really benefited from having a guy like that on the team. And this offense has been fairly balanced, which has been really fun to watch. And I think there's still room for growth, but Miami has been a breath of fresh air. Doug Bremfeld, obviously, when you lost him to injury, you weren't sure what you were going to get with the offense. And Miami has surprised a lot of us with his play. And UNLV is playing really well offensively. I think they've done a great job of balancing the injuries and finding guys besides Ricky White to make plays. I think the rushing attack is very balanced. They have a number of running backs that will step up, and that's going to be huge, especially against an Air Force defense that is very good and very stifling. They're giving up just under 16 points a game. They do not let teams run the football on them. They're also pretty good against the pass. They're a team that will not let you win by explosive plays. They limit how explosive your offense can be. They're averaging 4.3 yards per play on defense. That is a group that does not want to give up big plays, and they don't give up a ton of points. And even with their losses, last week you saw a 27-13 loss to Hawaii, the week before 23-3. So it really comes down to, can the offense be efficient running the football? Can they be explosive enough? Because if you get down by 2 scores or more, you're kind of in trouble if you're Air Force. That's the nature of the offense you run. That's the nature of the triple option. And that's why they like to play that steady game, that consistent game. They don't try to pick up the pace too much. They do want explosive plays, but they also want to slow everything down and make sure that they dictate the pace. And then their defense kind of takes over there. Still one of the best defenses in college football this year. And it's been really a fun group to watch. In terms of the matchups, I mean, the trenches is really where this is going to be a the outcome will probably be determined, because with Air Force, it's all about running the football, and this offensive line is stacked. I think that they're super good. They're going to have multiple Mountain West all conference selections, but it's really the skill positions from there. What do they do with that open space? What do they do? And when you're looking at Air Force, it's really about running the football. You're not really talking about the wide receivers. You're not talking about tight ends. You're talking about what is Zakar Larry, or assuming he's healthy, do for this team? Can the rushing attack do stuff without him? Because you saw in the last couple of weeks, if he's not effective, then what does this team do? And on the flip side, UNLV has to find a way to move the ball against this defense. When you look at the teams they played, Wyoming was a solid defense. I think that you have to give them credit for that, but they have not played a good defense in a while before that. So this will be the first good defense that they played in a long time. So you're going to have to step up your game. You're going to have to elevate your play, and you're going to have to make fewer mistakes, because Air Force is a team, while they're not going to run away with it, but they are going to kill clock. They're going to make you anxious. And if you are anxious and already making mistakes, that's just going to lead to more mistakes. You're going to turn the ball over more. You are going to struggle to win football games like that. And Air Force wants you to take the bait. They want you to go into that situation, because that's where they thrive. And if you're playing their game, then you're in trouble. When it comes to picking this game, this one's really tough, because while Air Force has lost 2 games in a row, they're still a team that is definitely difficult to beat. They're still very much in contention. They're still very much a team to worry about. And UNLV knows that. But if they can find explosive plays against this defense, I think you're in good hands. If Laurier is not 100% and can't make an impact, UNLV is going to win this game. It feels like they just have the momentum. Feels like they're playing really well. And Air Force is kind of taking a step back. If their offense can't be at 100%, if they can't move the ball as efficiently as we like to see, then, and to me, UNLV is the better team. And right now, I have some concerns about Air Force and what they're able to do. And if UNLV hits those big plays, the Rebels are going to run away with it. They're going to make it difficult to catch up. And for that reason, that's why I'm picking UNLV this weekend.